Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Spring is slowly approaching the inland Northwest. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. Right now up on the mountains, many skiers and snowboarders are busy taking advantage of the fresh powder this weekend. Our Peter Choi explains how this year's wet winter has impacted a local ski pass and activities and what you should expect this spring.
The slopes at one of the ski hotspots in inland Northwest are still well covered with the fresh powder right now. And skiers and snowboarders tell me they're excited to enjoy the mountains this spring.
A lot of snow. We're way over 400, probably about 414, 416 inches right now, year to date at the summit.
The Lookout Pass marketing director says it has been a hectic season with more visits.
Right now, there's a couple of schools off in the area that first weekend in April. We wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, give them the opportunity to come out and ski.
How's the season so far?
It's been great. Snow's been good. I come up with my friends too, so.
I've really enjoyed the second chairlift that just opened.
Eagle Peak.
Yeah, the Eagle Peak.
Yeah.
And then like the snow's just been really nice.
The director says the pass will open 7 days a week until mid-April, planning to hold several spring events, including Jersey Day for college students, food drive for local food bank, and an Easter egg hunt on April 9th.
The day before is our Hawaiian Luau and Cardboard Box Derby. That's the 8th of April. That's always a fun event. We encourage people to make cardboard boxes that'll slide on snow.
Starting late spring, the pass will make a transition to a scenic bike trail until September. Reporting at the Lookout Pass, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Our ski and snowboard correspondent, Peter Choi, having a fun Sunday out there, Matt.
Yeah, and it looks like, at least with how the weather was this weekend, we get more weekends like this. We're going to have much more spring skiing fun, much longer into spring season. Don't think we're going to get quite to the level that we got last year, where it was basically all of spring we got to ski. But yeah, you stack up weekends like this where it's been cloudy, it's been cool, and we've seen showery conditions, especially up in the mountains. One little shower that I'm keeping an eye on here. You can see that things have kind of died down a little bit since 5 o'clock. We're keeping an eye on a pretty strong shower that's now just to the north of Kellogg in the Coeur d'Alene Mountains, is tracking its way towards Cataldo, 4th of July Pass, and if it can push over the mountains, it'll get into the Coeur d'Alene area. Now, this is moving pretty slow at about 10 miles an hour, but I went ahead and put the storm track on this, and so we're talking about 80 or so minutes away. So basically an hour and about 20 minutes or so. If this thing holds together, going to have a chance to see a little snow shower around Coeur d'Alene, or at least on that northeastern arm of the lake as you work towards the Wolf Lodge area and 4th of July Pass. Now, after that, this is the bigger story here. We're going to see more warm spring weather later on this week, and I'll show you how long we could expect these warmer temperatures to stick around coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. And we'll turn our attention now to Idaho, where a new law restricting transgender students' choices in school bathrooms has just been signed by Idaho Governor Brad Little. Governor Little signing that legislation on Friday, banning transgender students from using restrooms that don't align with their assigned gender at birth. That ban going into effect on July 1st. It does not apply to single occupancy restrooms, but under the law, students could take legal action against a school if they were to encounter someone of the opposite sex in the restroom. The legislation also requires schools to have separate male and female bathrooms and to make accommodations for students who do not want to or cannot use multi-occupancy restrooms or changing facilities. Also signed by Governor Little, a law allowing execution by firing squad. It makes Idaho the latest state to return to older methods of capital punishment amid a nationwide shortage of lethal drugs. The legislature passed the veto-proof measure last week. Firing squads will only be used if lethal injection drugs cannot be found. Death row inmate Gerald Pizzuto had his scheduled execution postponed multiple times because Idaho hasn't been able to receive the drugs. The governor said in a letter, in part, quote, "For the people on death row, a jury convicted them of their crimes and they were lawfully sentenced to death. It is the responsibility of the state of Idaho to follow the law and ensure that lawful criminal sentences are carried out." A Grant County chiropractor is now behind bars on child rape charges. Grant County Sheriff's deputies arrested Tyrone Trexler on Friday. Investigators say a 6-year-old girl told her mom that he raped her at his Moses Lake house. Detectives are now asking the public's help in this case. If you have any information on Trexler or know anyone who may have been sexually assaulted by him, you're asked to call the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Spokane police are searching for this woman, Jenny Barden. 4 News Now first told you about her on Thursday when she was wanted for arson. Now police want her for attempted murder and assault. Investigators believe she started this house fire near Garland and Wall on Thursday. One person was seriously injured. Police say several others, including a 3-month-old baby, were endangered. Multiple family pets were also killed. So if you know where Barden may be, you're asked to call 911. Well, the battle against the popular TikTok app, Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers calling for it to be banned, why she and other lawmakers say it poses an urgent threat. Plus, a violent storm whips through the South, killing more than 20 people. The governor of Georgia declaring a state of emergency.
And here at home, we're expecting much warmer weather, but we got one more day where things are going to be chilly and showery around the inland northwest. There are some subtle changes, though, that I'll track out for you coming up in your first alert forecast as we help you plan your Monday.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
There's a new tax refund called the Working Families Tax Credit from the Washington State Department of Revenue. Those who qualify could get up to $1,200 back. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
We celebrate our 28th anniversary the same way any self-respecting casino would, by giving you a shot at $28,000. Qualify all month long with hot spins and super spins for your shot at the cash on April 1st. Anniversary specials for midweek rooms at the Kootenai Falls Lodge are just $59 or $89 for Riverview rooms. Grab some anniversary cash at the Kootenai Casino and book your March getaway. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Let's go, wolves! Load up!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Wherever you go, a Ford Explorer is the key to survival. Get 0% APR for 36 months on an in-stock 2022 Explorer. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Back by popular demand, it's the Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Shop today and save big throughout the store. Save on living, dining, and bedroom. Check out the budget-friendly Summit Firm for only $332.49. Plus, make your cash go further with 4 years no-interest financing. That's no interest until March 2027. But don't miss out. The Super 7-Day Sell-Off at Furniture Row ends Thursday the 30th.
I'm Lynette. This is my husband, Arthur.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe her in her 70s, huh?
I have recommended Consumer Cellular to so many people.
She was the one to convince me to come over to her side.
That's right.
Come over to Consumer Cellular and start saving. Get unlimited talk and text with a flexible data plan starting at just $20 a month.
The coverage has been excellent.
You know, it gives us exactly what we want.
You should go with Consumer Cellular.
Switch today. Call or go online.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Motorsport.
Let's take a look at your week ahead of temperatures. We are going to be riding the roller coaster, friends. We have one more day where we're going to see some clouds. We're going to see some showery conditions at times, and then back to that beautiful weather that we saw earlier this month. Well above average. In fact, temperatures, they're going to feel more like the middle of April than the end of March, but it does not last forever. By the time we get into actually April, in the beginning here of next weekend, all of a sudden things start going back the other direction. And you know what? April, not actually a super wet month here in the inland Northwest, but it does look like things are trending that direction. So keep that in mind. Things might be a little soggy as you start making your plans for next weekend, but you can see those average highs on the upper end of things. In the meantime, as we round out the month of March, we get to enjoy more sunshine, more beautiful weather for the middle of the week as high pressure rolls in. And so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you can plan things out with a lot of confidence. Our rain chances start to come back up again, and there will be rain at this point as we head into Friday. Any showers tomorrow will be more of a wintry mix. At least that's what we're thinking at the moment. We've actually had the sun come out here to grace us with its presence for a very brief moment here this evening. Spokane and Coeur d'Alene both at 42. So it looks like it's shaping up to be a fairly nice evening. Of course, in Coeur d'Alene, we are tracking that shower that's sitting right off the edge here, right on the Kootenai County line, and we'll keep you updated there as we get to the back end of this program. Now, in the meantime, by early in the morning, just a few light clouds, likely going to start off partly to mostly cloudy skies yet again, and then looking, lo and behold, those showers in the mountainous areas start to pop up again. Wind change. It's going to be coming out of the south instead of out of the north, foreshadowing those warmer temperatures later on in the week. And so looking around the Palouse up into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene are where I will be looking for the potential for some valley showers. And it's probably more likely that those would be rain or a wintry mix as we get into the afternoon and the evening. So here are your lows for tonight. 28 for Spokane, 29 in Coeur d'Alene. You can see the clouds have kind of parted a little bit, so that will help us cool off a little bit quicker this evening. And we'll be in the upper 40s in Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, 50s in Central Washington, 50s in the LC Valley as well. Those places will be up into the 60s by the middle of this week. Breezy as well. You'll definitely feel that as you go through about your day on Tuesday. And then there's that weekend forecast that I told you about. I want to start planning for indoor activities, especially on Saturday. That looks like that is going to be a fairly busy day. We already have 70% chance for rain then.
All right, Matt, well, we'll now turn to those violent storms that killed at least 26 people in the south over the weekend. The National Weather Service says a new large and extremely dangerous tornado struck Sunday south of LaGrange, Georgia. In response, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp has issued a state of emergency. He's also asked for people to pray for those who have been impacted. Across the region, more than 20 million Southerners are at risk of severe storms on Sunday. Well, it's time now to get back into the swing of things. Golf courses around the area are opening. Tonight, we take you high above the greens and fairways on Spokane's downriver course for this week's Air 4 adventure.
We're here at Downriver Golf Course, our first golf course of our 4 golf courses of City of Spokane to open for the 2023 season. So it's finally able to move that snowblower and that snow shovel out of your garage and dust off those golf clubs. Our oldest golf course, and then this is the first year too that the golf course is fully open with our new irrigation system. We were able to renovate 3 of our irrigation systems, saving over 38 million gallons of water annually at our 3 golf courses. That's almost equivalent to 1 full golf course uses in a season. I mean, seeing green grass, I mean, that's awesome. And our staff does a great job, and the greens are rolling great, the fairways are rolling great, and we don't see a lot of standing water or other disruptions that the winter cause. So, again, our staff has done a wonderful job to have the best conditions for our golfers.
Hopefully to find a fairway. Now, it should be fun. First time out, so just go have fun. It's late this year, so we need to get out when we can. We meet new people all the time. I'm playing with a group today as a single. I don't know any of the guys, and I'll get to know them, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's a little windy, but you know, you wear a hat and layer up, and you're good. It's a fun golf course. It's fair. You have a chance to make a birdie or 2, and you have a chance to make a lot of doubles if you put it in the trees.
You know, when we look at the downriver and the uniqueness of the pine tree forest and the way the golf course is set up and how that's different than Esmeralda and Qualchin and even Indian Canyon. So we have great options for any type of golfer, a great variety, and again, you won't find better conditions either for municipal courses that we have here in Spokane.
The House voted Friday to pass a GOP education bill that aims to increase parental rights in the classroom. The Parents' Bill of Rights Act will require schools to provide parents with a list of books and reading materials available in the school library. Other mandates included in the legislation are that curriculum be publicly posted, administrators alert parents of violent activity on school grounds, and for elementary and middle schools that receive federal funding to get permission from parents before, quote, changing a minor child's gender markers, pronouns, or preferred name on any school form, or allowing a child to change the child's sex-based accommodations, including locker rooms or bathrooms. Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers is calling TikTok a national security threat from China. She called for a ban on the social media app immediately.
I would say there's an immediate threat via TikTok from the Chinese Communist Party that is the reason that I believe we need to ban TikTok immediately. It is the national security threat. Their access, not just to our data, but the way that they have infiltrated.
McMorris Rodgers cited TikTok and its parent company ByteDance being connected to China as evidence of the national security risk. Many nations have imposed bans on official government devices out of national security concerns. China says it will firmly oppose any forced sale of the popular social media app TikTok. President Joe Biden's administration is calling on the app's Chinese owners to sell their share of the company or face a potential U.S. ban. Ivan Rodriguez breaks down the concerns.
Many U.S. lawmakers remain convinced the popular app is an urgent threat to national security.
The FBI director, the CIA director, the NSA director, the DIA director, the director of national intelligence, all voicing significant concerns about this app in bipartisan fashion.
TikTok does appear to collect user data in a similar fashion to American social media companies. While TikTok does not operate in China, its parent company ByteDance is located in Beijing. The concern is the Chinese government could leverage that relationship to force cooperation with security activities, including the possible transfer of TikTok user data. Experts say while there's no public evidence at this moment, it is a possibility.
The problem for the CEO is it's not TikTok that's the target of mistrust, it's China. Nobody trusts China, and nothing he can say will change that.
Western legal experts say Chinese law can require any organization or citizen in China to support, assist, or cooperate with state intelligence work. Concerns about TikTok's connection to China have led to a ban across U.S. government devices. In Thursday's testimony, TikTok CEO Shou Chew tried to ease worries.
I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
Lawmakers weighing what to do next.
It's more about the ownership structure, and that needs to change.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Coming up in sports, Gonzaga's season has come to an end in the Elite Eight against UConn. We'll have the recap from Alex Crescenti and Julian Minensone from Las Vegas.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
For a limited time only, get a new John Deere 1023E compact utility tractor with a 120E loader for only $199 per month. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for low monthly payments on top-of-the-line equipment that gets the job done, backed by our consistent quality customer service. Hurry in to your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store today to cash in on these limited time offers and get your property ready for the spring ahead. Pape keeps you moving.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Aren't you tired of being tired? Shop Denver Mattress today and get all the Z's you need.
And during the Super 7-Day Sell-Off, save big on the Doctor's Choice Firm, now just $664.99. Check out the Summit Firm for only $332.49.
Or save $300 on Tempur-Breeze and Luxe Adapt mattresses and get a $300 gift. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Say goodbye to tossing and turning and hello to a better night's sleep. Only at Denver Mattress.
We celebrate our 28th anniversary the same way any self-respecting casino would, by giving you a shot at $28,000. Qualify all month long with hot spins and super spins for your shot at the cash on April 1st. Anniversary specials for midweek rooms at the Kootenai Falls Lodge are just $59 or $89 for Riverview rooms. Grab some anniversary cash at the Kootenai Casino and book your March getaway. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Gonzaga's season comes to an end here in Las Vegas in the Elite Eight to UConn by a final of 82-54. A lot to unpack in this game, Alex. Shooting-wise, they didn't have it. Size-wise, disadvantage. And Drew Timme gets a fourth foul, and it just seemed to all crumble down from there.
Yeah, when you put those all together, it's not a recipe for success. And sometimes it's just not your night. We just saw one of the better three-point shooting teams in America just not be able to get them down tonight. And that, when you can't do it, when you only make 2 in the entire game, you're not going to win many games, especially against a team like UConn, which was just lights out all evening long. And credit to them. They were the better team on the night. And those players in the locker room said it after that, they lost fair and square. No matter what, if you want to debate the Timme fouls, that really impacted the second half. UConn was the better team.
And it was a pretty somber locker room, as you can imagine, after this game. A lot of down faces, but also a lot to be proud of from this Gonzaga team.
It hurts. It hurts because we were 40 minutes away from making the Final Four after starting the year kind of rough, and people being down on us. I mean, we fought, scratched, clawed for everything, and we played our hearts out.
Obviously, it's an incredible feat, made to Elite Eight, but obviously we wish the season would continue on, and just a lot of shock right now, a lot of pain. I mean, it was a long season. The growth we made throughout the year was big time.
We weren't picked to make it this far, so we have a lot to be proud of, and no matter what, this doesn't define what our season was.
So Zags fans probably already looking forward to next season now, but what is the big takeaway you think from this Gonzaga basketball season we just witnessed here?
I think it's the resiliency of this program. They have a 5-3 start. They get blown out by Texas and Purdue, lose at the buzzer to Baylor. You're thinking, are they going to drop out of the top 25? Nope. Mark Few gets them, stabilizes the ship there. It's all good. Yeah, they lose a couple of conference games there, but they were able to get the conference tournament again. For the umpteenth time. They get a number 3 seed in the tournament. They make the Sweet 16 again. They make the Elite 8 team round again. And they were 40 minutes from a Final Four. Yeah, this was a heck of a ride, and I think that UCLA game summarizes it perfectly.
Yeah, you start off not so hot. You show fight, grit, and you ultimately have something that you're proud of. And that's exactly how the UCLA game went down. That's exactly how this season went down. If you told Mark Few at the beginning of the season, when they were having that rough start, that he would get to the Elite Eight, he would probably take it every single time. And of course, this also marks the end of the Drew Timme era for Gonzaga, turning a new leaf, I should say, when it comes to this program.
You're probably losing the best player in program history. But the good news is, for the last 25 years, Mark Few has been so good about getting the next guy. And we know it's not going to be easy to replace Drew Timme. I don't think anyone will break his records in Gonzaga history, or maybe even the NCAA tournament history with what he did here this week.
It's disappointing. It's the end of a ride. And what makes a ride so special is the ups and the downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly that comes along with the ride. The reason why I am so emotional is because of how much I've given to this team, and this program's given to me. I mean, it's been the best time of my life. I'm forever in debt to Gonzaga.
Certainly somebody we're going to miss covering, but we want to thank you for following along all the steps of the way here, not only in our Fast Break to Houston coverage, but all season long when it comes to Gonzaga basketball. And we will be there again next season for what should be an exciting and fun time covering the Bulldogs. Signing off one final time here in Las Vegas, Julian Minenso, and that's Alex Crescenti for News Now Sports.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by BECU, supporting partners with families.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But firefighters entering a burning house will one day save time when lives are on the line. Visualizing a patient's most recent scan will help speed up decision-making in the ER. And while the woolly mammoth is still extinct, that doesn't mean students can't take field trips to visit them. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
There's a new tax refund called the Working Families Tax Credit from the Washington State Department of Revenue. Those who qualify could get up to $1,200 back. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers.
It's to get you the information you need to plan your day.
Breaking news this morning, and breaking news you need to keep your family safe.
On Good Morning Northwest, that's what we mean when we say expect more.
It's college tournament time at Turf Club Sportsbook, where suddenly every game's a big game. And that office pool you're in? Well, so much for that. This is real sports betting that goes beyond the bracket. All in a modern game day setting where you can take home a lot more than some intern's lunch money. Get off the sidelines and into the action at the all-new Turf Club Sportsbook, the ultimate game changer, only at Northern Quest.
Did you know that Banner Furnace and Fuel is a locally owned propane company? That's important because it means consistent pricing. No games, no gimmicks, and no hidden fees. You can relax knowing that a propane quote from Banner is what shows up on your bill. No hazmat fee and no delivery fee. That's why people really trust Banner. So go ahead, compare your winter heat bill, and then call Banner for your propane quote. Banner Furnace and Fuel, locally owned for over 90 years.
And before we leave you this evening, we'll head back over to the radar. Good chance for a few flurries in the Cataldo area on the other side of 4th of July Pass from Coeur d'Alene here as we head over the next hour to hour and a half. Same goes for 4th of July Pass as well. If you're traveling that direction in between the Rafter Prairie and the Silver Valley, might run into a few snow showers later on this evening. As far as the odds for some snowy conditions later in Coeur d'Alene, I will probably give it 60-40 no at this point. The shower in question started to slow down just a little bit. So usually that kind of, and with the sun going down soon, that usually portends things starting to break up a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll be tweeting as we head through our dinner break for sure. All right, so as we head through the middle of the week, man, some beautiful weather and some very April type weather, April showers as we get into next weekend.
It's just every week. Here's beautiful weather and then, here's some rain.
That's spring for you. We're just doing this.
Just up and down.
All the way to June.
We'll see you tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.